Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into some news real quick before we get into the technical analysis. Watcher Guru put out, Michael Saylor says there's only room for one nation state to buy up 20% of the Bitcoin supply, and I think it will be the United States. And if you've listened to what Trump says, he's wanting to have some type of Bitcoin XRP strategic reserve, and he thinks here in the next 5 years that could actually get us out of debt in and of itself. And Michael Saylor, if you know who he is one of the largest Bitcoin holders in the world. He's been pushing Bitcoin for years and years and years, and I don't think the man's ever sold any yet. I think he's only been accumulating, and he owns just so much Bitcoin. So getting into the European Central Bank looking to explore a blockchain payment system to explore transactions in central bank money amidst a global environment of growing crypto support. So that, I think, ties us back to XRP and HBAR and running the XRP ledger and Ripple and going into cross-border payments and transaction settlements. So I think that's really them looking to come on board and get online, because they know the monetary system's it's changing. It can't stay on the SWIFT system anymore. It's got to evolve, and the technology is there now in Ripple and XRP. So I think that's them really starting to take it a lot more serious, because that's where a lot of countries are going. So I'd be on the lookout for something pretty big to come in like that. A lot more news. They'll probably get together some type of crypto panel, and I'd see them coming in. So getting into Shiba Inu technicals, which I hold a lot of Shiba Inu, and I'll tell you a story here in just a little bit once we get through the technicals here. So on the daily, we're kind of getting right at the bottom of that wedge, which is incredible, because if you know what that wedge is, you know it's fixing to break up or down really hard, and given the time of the crypto bull season, it's time to break up and take that next leg up. And we break it down again and get a little closer view here. You can see where it's just really starting to get in there. Now I went back to the all-time high, and then on our first run there back in March, and then to now, and that extends the wedge a little bit. So it could come out of that wedge and go a little bit further, but it's all coming down to pressure, and when pressure builds up, it's going to break one way or another. And we're in the bull season, so typically it's going to break up, and we've been looking for that to happen. I said it's probably going to be mid-March, late March, maybe April. Here, Dodgeline Mars posting Dodgeline parties in other countries. So Dodgeline Mars is basically Elon's crypto, one of his little pet crypto deals. So it's been around for several years. I own quite a bit of it. And, if it's tied to Elon, whether you like him or not, you're probably going to do pretty good and make money on it if you invest in it. So I definitely check that out. And getting back to that story, I bought and made a lot of money on Dogecoin, but I also didn't make near as much as what I could have, because I thought I was going to day trade it back in 2020, 2021, and through the bull season, because I didn't understand really how fast it happens and the power of how it happens. And it's like one day, I'd made a lot of money and I sold, and waiting on it to dip, and I was going to buy the dip, catch another day trade. Well, next day I got busy, and next thing you know, another day went by, and I looked at it, and it had already went up like 3,000%, and I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Because the position I had would have made me millions of dollars. And I still did really well with it because I still caught it below a penny and kept riding it, but it wasn't near the position that I'd let go of trying to day trade it. And I say that because there's power in just holding, knowing cycles and the way money cycles and investment cycles and the 4-year cycle, the 2-year cycle, the 1-year cycle. And basically everything runs in cycles, and you can go back over history and see it in the charts, and we'll do some videos on that as well. So if you're interested in the history and the cycles that play out, because that's how I do it. I look at the previous history and those cycles, and it kind of gives me a time frame of when something is going to take off and how often it's going to do it. So it's like crypto. Every 4 or 5 years, you get into this bull market with the Bitcoin halving, and it's a great time to get into it because the opportunity to make money is extremely explosive. Of course, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and you shouldn't buy or sell anything based on what I say. And I just do this for entertainment and kind of running dialogue diary of my trades and where I'm at year to year, day to day, month to month, so I can look back over time and kind of see where I came from and how I've evolved to. So if you've enjoyed the content, thanks for watching, and if you would, definitely leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much.